Okay, today we are playing another Scrim game, and this one took place on Dorado. This is a continuation of the Scrim game that we saw the other day. If you cast your mind back a couple days, which I know is hard to do, I can barely remember what happened this morning, let alone a couple days ago, but we played a game on Nepal that went, let's say, suboptimally, so hopefully this one goes better for us, because it didn't go super well. Once again, our heroes are the boys in blue. Our streak of not being communists continues to this day. Good job, team. We're killing it in that regard. And if you're curious what happened to my hair, by the way, don't worry, it'll grow back real fast. Check back tomorrow. So let's look at the two teams real quick. So, on our team, we've basically got a dive comp. We got the two dive tanks. We got Anna and Bridget. And then we got Genji and Hanzo. Hanzo, usually, if you're going to run a sniper with the dive comp, it's typically Widowmaker. So, Hanzo's a substitution, which, I mean, you know, whatever, it's fine. But we basically have a dive comp, just a slightly odd variation. You don't usually see Bridget in a dive comp either, to be fair. But, I mean, I guess you can just stick with Anna and protect her. Meanwhile, on the enemy team, they've got 3-2-1. Or, depending on your perspective, I suppose, on what exactly Sombra is, you could argue they have goats, right? If we are feeling particularly generous with the definition of support. But they've, yeah, they're running a real basic team, basically. You know, oh, what a good sentence that was. A basic team, basically. Yeah. Alright, let's start the game. English is a fucked up language, dude. So, we've got to defend first. The Red Menace are attacking us. Boostio is going in. Alright, I just want everybody to see how in Boostio is going right now. He went up on YouTube and he typed in Lucio Rollouts Dorado. And this is what he found. Because look at that boy go. He's fucking going for him right now. I respect his gumption. And he fucking gets in there. And Anna and Hanzo are like, what the fuck? Jesus Christ. And he's out. There he goes. He gets away with it all. So, what's been happening elsewhere? Because I was transfixed by Lucio, to be honest with you. So, Genji had to back out because they've got, you know... Genji's going to have a bit of an issue versus that team because Genji doesn't do super well against a lot of tanks. There's a lot of people for him to build ult charge, so that's cool, but he's not what you would consider to be, like, a tank killer, you know? Anyway, so, Genji had to back out. D.Va's gone, like, really in. We feel, like, really unfocused in this team fight. It feels like a bunch of people have different ideas about what we're trying to do. Because, like, that's not far back enough, really. We got everybody kind of doing their own thing, really, right? And I mean, they're kind of doing the same thing as well. But we don't care about the Red Menace. They're the villains in this story, right? We're talking about ourselves, the heroes. So we got these two boys over here doing their own thing. Winston's over here doing his own thing. Bridget's over here next to exactly no one, right? Like, what's Bridget gonna do over there? The whole point of having Bridget with this kind of comp is that, like, she's there to protect the backline, right? Like, she's here to protect these boys over here, and she's just off in fucking Narnia right now. So, great. Everybody, we're mad spread out. There's not a lot of cohesion. And to be fair, they're doing something similar, right? Because, like, here, there's a guy here. Lucio's doing whatever the fuck Lucio's doing. So to be fair, they're doing a similar thing. But, like, we are very spread out. And, like, if you're gonna run a dive comp or something similar to a dive comp, you kind of want everybody to be on the same page. Because there's it's a lot about, like, ganking people and killing them really quickly. Which is easier when everybody's kind of doing, like, trying to accomplish the same goal. Whereas everybody's off on their own separate rooftop doing their own thing, including Bridget. So, you know, not, teamwork not super there. Now, they're Winston, however, right? What? He just goes in. He's like, let's go. Oh, shit. Oh, oh, God. That didn't go super well. He didn't have his bubble, did he? He used it a second ago, and then he jumped in anyway. Because he used it, I'm sure he used it in the team fight. I'm not going to go back 20 fucking seconds to find out. I'm sure he just jumped in without his bubble. He didn't put it down, so either he didn't have it, or he's, like, really slow to react to what he did. So, Sombra's managed to kill our Winston, though, so we trade back and forth. If we trade, it's more in their favor, because their spawn is very close right now. So, we don't really want to trade kills, if at all possible, because they'll benefit from that. So, Bridget's down there going in, D.Va's up on the rooftop, so Anna's fucking jumped down into the street? Why is Anna in the street? Yeah, she just jumped off the edge. Anna should not be down here. This is the scariest place she could possibly be. Oh. What's going on over there? What did we just do with the windows there? Huh? Oh. What? Okay. Not much. Not much. Alright, whatever. Couldn't snoop on anybody's private files. How tragic. How tragic for us. So, Winston's fucking bullying our Hanzo. So again, you know, everybody kind of off doing their own thing, right? So, everybody jumped down onto the payload right here, which is usually not super recommended. Oh, it's covering up a lot of shit. So everybody's jumped down onto the street right now. And so we got 3 squishy people. Well, we got 2 squishy people and Bridget down there. And we got Hanzo and D.Va up here. When they jump on Hanzo, D.Va can't really help him, right? So Hanzo's getting chased down. D.Va's, like, bless her heart, D.Va's trying to help him. But, like, they're just on Hanzo. So we got the 2 people over there that can't really do it. Like, Hanzo can only run away, and D.Va can't do that much to peel for him. And, like, the point of having, like, Bridget on this comp is she can help stop things like that happening. But if Hanzo and Bridget are in different postal codes to each other, it's not really going to work out. So, like, the team needs to, like, kind of be in agreement with what we're trying to do. Because if we're split up like that, right, everybody on the low ground can't exactly get to Hanzo quickly, right? So Hanzo has to be able to get to them. And if you're having to, if they push, like, you got pushed into the back, right, down towards the large health kit, which he got. But they just ran him down regardless. So his team can't help him. He's just trying to run away. He can't get back to his team in time before they kill him. Team needs to be on the same page, because, like, they're running, like, a dive comp right back at us, right? So if they see people split up like that, they're going to jump on him and they're going to kill him. And that's exactly what happened. So now we've lost Hanzo. Hanzo's going to take a long time to get back. Hanzo also almost has his ult. So it's very sad that he has died. Because we would very much like to have that in the upcoming team fight. So D.Va's chucked her ultimate in. It didn't accomplish much of anything. There's a lot of places for people to hide, so that's unfortunate. The action is, like, fully almost off camera right now, right? Like, this is... I spend a lot of time in these Scrim reviews talking about the camera work, don't I? Because it's not very good, is it? It's just like, it's happening, the fight's happening off screen right now, basically. We can see, like, 5% of the fight. Like, oh, right, shit. Oh, fuck, I gotta catch up to the fight. Shit. So, team's starting to regroup back here. You know, Hanzo's back at this point. Oh, here comes their ultimate. Lots of corners, places to hide. Sombra ult didn't get used fast enough, it looked like, so the bubble's still blocked for him. I think so. Might have also been geometry. Hanzo's back. Here comes the dragon. Alright, gives us some breathing room. Makes him go back a little bit. And then Hanzo gets absolutely fucking slammed by a banana. Was Hanzo further up? Was Hanzo further up than that a second ago? Hold on. Did Hanzo, like, go in? No. Okay. It was just a slightly weird time I stopped it at. Yeah, okay. So he just got fucking slammed by them. So, like, you know... Not to be, like, a dead horse or anything, but, like, the whole point of having Bridget is to stop people jumping on Hanzo and killing him. But Hanzo's gone off, like, he's over there by himself, so he gets attacked by Hammond and then driven forward, and then he gets finished off by Hammond. So Hanzo, at this point, he's not having a very good game, is he? He's getting bullied a lot right now. So... Hammond chucks down the minefield, manages to kill Genji. At this point, we've lost both our DPS. It's going to be very hard to win a team fight without without any DPS. So, and then somebody else dies for good measure, and it all starts falling apart. Sad boys. So Genji has elected to change to Doomfist, which is fair enough in the regard that they are basically running goats with a Sombra in there, right? It's, you know, debatably a third support. So, fair enough, but there is also a Sombra in there who can really fuck up a Doomfist's day. So, hopefully they aren't, like, paying attention too much, right? And he gets hacked and bullied by Sombra. So, they're going real far right now. They're keeping it going, trying to pick people off and get kills. And I mean, they picked off 2 supports, so it worked out. We've managed to kill their Mercy, so there's some retribution, at least, but, we gotta, like, they're gonna get some time in pushing. People are fighting, like, right now on our team when they shouldn't be, because we've lost both our healers. It's not a good situation for us, team fight-wise, at that point. Their Mercy died, true enough, but their Mercy's gonna get back faster than our healers are. So, we're trying to pick this fight right now. Winston's gone in and, like, used Primal Rage and everything right now on this team fight that, like, let's be real, we're never gonna win, right? Like, the best we're gonna do is, like, delay them very slightly and feed them a bunch more ult charge and probably die in the process as well. So, like, we should just have backed up, regrouped, and then picked a fight we actually have a chance of winning rather than just sort of not losing, you know? Nobody died, actually, surprisingly, but, like, they got ult charge out of that, right? So, like, they are still fine with that deal. We delayed them by, like, what, 2-3 seconds, and they got some ult charge out of the deal. So, hey, they're not too sad about that. So, Doomfist is going M right now. Nobody else seems to have gotten the memo on this one. Oh, Winston did die, or Winston went back, because now we have a Reinhardt. Did Winston die? No, he didn't die. He's alive. So he just went back and changed? I guess so. Yeah. Because he'd ulted. Like, he's in there right now, ulting. So I guess he just went back to spawn and changed. Weird choice. Whatever. Fair enough. Whatever. Okay. I was just really surprised. I was like, nobody died. Oh, wait. Why do we have a Reinhardt now? I guess he just went back and changed. So, Doomfist's going in right now, while one of our team is not here, and nobody else really got the memo that Doomfist was going in, because he went in, like, 10 miles ahead of the people that were here, and bearing in mind, we're still picking an uneven fight, because Winston went back to spawn to change to Reinhardt. So, I mean, he didn't die, miraculously enough, but he used his ultimate, he almost died, and, like, nothing was gained from this, and so it was, don't do that. So Sombra just emped us. We got emped good and proper, and we're gonna be sad as a consequence of being emped, because when you can't use abilities for 6 seconds, oh shit, does that feel bad, especially for people like Reinhardt. That just kind of sums up the feeling some Overwatch games has, doesn't it, where you pick Reinhardt, immediately get emped. Like, within seconds of coming out of the spawn. Like, oh, great, oh, I had such a fun and enjoyable time right there, hooray. So we've elected to now change Hanzo to Reaper. Reaper's not very good against goats, okay? Counterintuitively, right? Reaper's meant to be the tank buster. Reaper's actually very bad against goats, because he can't kill anybody on their team, basically. Like, he doesn't deal well with any kind of, like, crowd control, any displacements or anything like that. I mean, Hammond, D.Va, Winston in Primal Rage, Lucio, right? So they can all push him away. And, like, if they're highly mobile people, they can just leave, right? Like, Reaper can do nothing to keep them there. So someone like Hammond, D.Va, Winston, they just leave. So they have to fuck up to die to Reaper if they're running goats. And I mean, we shouldn't be operating our assumptions that the enemy team is gonna fuck up, right? Because any play that revolves around the enemy team being bad is itself a bad play. So we shouldn't be doing that, right? Reaper's not very good against goats, actually. Even though he's meant to kill tanks. Like, he also kind of doesn't really do enough damage to kill a tank through, like, a typical goats combo, but whatever. If we really want to pick, like, a counter to goats that isn't Doomfist, because Doomfist does also counter goats, then we would pick Sombra, because all of these people on goats are very reliant on their abilities. And what better way to deal with that than saying, no abilities. Right? So, the Reaper choice, I'm not with. I don't support this having Reaper in here. I mean, I get it, right? I got 3 tanks. I'll pick Reaper. Reaper kills tanks. In theory, yes, but if the tank has any kind of mobility, then no, not actually. So basically, you know, he basically kills Orisa, Zarya, and Reinhardt sometimes, right? That's kind of it for Reaper. Oh, fuck. That was some sick math done on that self-destruct right there. Look at that. It looks like it's going to stop on the ledge. Oh, just crests the ledge and kills 3 people. We've all been there. I'm safe. It's not... Oh, shit. And you see it just peek around the corner right at the end. Oh, feels bad. So, that's really bad. We'll get back in time to touch the payload again. D.Va's also waiting in the wings. Big plays. Big plays. Nope. Bomb squad deployed. Winston came and put the bubble on it. No big plays today. Very tragic. Very tragic. So we get back in time to fight again. No big deal. We have an Ana now. We've had more things to combo with Nano Boost. Fair enough. Also, Ana's really good against goats. Wait, do we always have an Ana? For some reason, I've got it in my head that we had a Moira earlier. But we might have... No, we've always had Ana, haven't we? I think so, yes. What am I talking about? I'm losing my mind. We have Moira in a later round. That's it. That's the one. Ah, ha, 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 ha. I don't know what I'm talking about, okay? Like, you probably know this by now, certainly, right? Like, I don't know what I'm talking about, so don't worry about it too much. I'm also prone to having, like, multiple strokes throughout the course of a video. It's just how I am, you know? So, confetti, bombs, mines everywhere. Oh, that's really killing our jive. And then Bridget just fucking flatly walked into that mine. Reinhardt's gone in again. Reinhardt's gone really in, and he's fucking dead. Reaper got to go over and spin. It didn't amount to very much. So going back to what I was saying earlier about multiple people just kind of doing their own thing, right? So, you know, relatively, as a unit, right at the start, right? Everybody's together, everybody's having a good time, trying to kill people, right? But then, over the course of the team fight, oh, now it all falls apart a little bit, right? Because Reinhardt landed that Earth Shatter over there, so he's like, I'm going to go in now. Thing is, there's mines over here, so most of the team can't get to him. Reaper's using Wraith form to catch up to him right now so that he can spin. But Reinhardt is charging into a bunch of people, only some of which he actually hit with the Earth Shatter, by himself, and his team can't get to him. That's why Moira walked into the mine. She was looking at Reinhardt trying to throw the shield pack on him. I see now. Widen that FOV a little bit, maybe, you know? She walked into it like... She couldn't see it, but like, she's like, oh fuck, gotta save Reinhardt, fucking dead. So, we got like, those 2 people over there doing that, right? And it was like, Reinhardt did it, and then Reaper's like, well, I gotta follow, I guess. And then Bridget was kind of like, oh fuck, okay, I gotta try and help now. But like, the rest of the team, the other half of the team just can't do anything. Doomfist was dead also. Doomfist got killed really early in the team fight. So, like, you know, Reinhardt, like, he landed the Earth Shatter, but because Hammond just used the minefield and, like, cut his team in half, it wasn't really an Earth Shatter he could feasibly do anything with, because he ain't gonna kill all of them, right? So he needed to, at that point, just, like, back up and, like, play, like, even though he landed the Earth Shatter, he needed to be like, alright, that one's gone. That one's been lost at this point, as my team can't actually follow me. And then Reaper went deeper. Reaper went deeper with him, and also doubled down on that decision and used his ultimate over there. Now, we don't have any ults to use for this. Imagine if we had some ultimates to use, like, on this team fight right here. That's too high. Nah, it might have been too high, but everybody hit out of the way regardless. Careful when you lob your D.Va bombs. You can easily strike it too high in the sky. So, we are in full stall mode right now. We gotta come out here and contest this objective. So, which is why it's weird that someone decided that this is the time to go Pharah. You know, Pharah, not even, like, that good against their team, really, but hey, now that we're in full-on stall mode, let's pick Pharah. Don't even have a Mercy on the team. Hamlin's used his ultimate again on the objective, which makes it really hard for us to contest, and they got it to the end. The Red Menace, 3 up on us right now. Did they have time to spare? Oh, they had a lot of time to spare. Oh, shit, they had 2 minutes and 6 seconds to spare. Fuck. It's not looking good for the boys in blue right now. So, further. That's one too many? Alright, so, now. See, now we have the Moira. I'm not losing my mind. Oh, well, not as much as I thought I was. So, yeah. Anyway, so now we've got a more like general like 2-2-2 comp. More standard comp is the word I'm looking for. There we go. Right? There's a lot of words in the English language. I had to comb through the dictionary to find that one. Isn't it incredible to think that, like, there's thousands of words in any given language, and, like, our brains are able to recall the exact word they want mid-sentence like that? Isn't that incredible? Absolutely incredible. I don't know what I'm talking about, by the way, but you already knew that. We already covered this part of the video. So anyway, we got a more standard 2-2-2 composition right now. We do have the slightly weird DPS combination of Widowmaker and Mei. Mei does actually have some good utility for the first checkpoint on Dorado, because, you know, pushing up the street at the beginning can be scary when there's all those people looking down at you from the ledge shooting at you. You got the wall on the payload, hey, not so scary anymore. It's like having an Uber shield right there, right? And then when you get to the actual choke point, your tank's shield will be full health because the wall blocked it previously. That's one of the scarier places to push up because there's just no cover on that street. And I mean, when you've been there, you've stared up on that high ground and seen like Orisa Soldier Bastion sat up there and been like, oh god, it's just a fucking murder box down here. So Mei's good for that. Also, they ran either a dive comp or goats, depending on your perspective on things. So Mei, really fucking good against diving heroes, right? Like Winston, D.Va jumping in, hey, freeze them, bully them around, no big deal. Oh, also with Dorado, if like they jump down, you know, like we did. If they jump down off of the high ground, you can wall off the choke point, split the team in half really easily, and then kill the people that jump down. So that's also cool. Mei, not usually one you'd think about, like, picking on Dorado, but she actually, and, like, confined location, all the streets are actually pretty narrow, so everybody tends to be pretty packed in close together, so Blizzard tends to be able to get good value on Dorado as well. Mei's better on Dorado than people think, is the moral of the story that I'm getting at right here. We don't have an Ana anymore, we have a Moira now, which makes sense. We have way less things to combo with Nano Boost at this point, so, you know, all fine, whatever. So, the Red Menace lurking in wait in the rooftops. And I just want you to look at this rooftop for a couple seconds right now. Because Widowmaker, you'll see. Let's go! Oh, fucking half their team, both the tanks and Doomfist, just jump on her immediately, and she's fucking dead. So, credit to them. They fucking focused that target down, didn't they? You can't accuse them of not being coordinated after that one. Well, you can, because they were uncoordinated earlier on in the match. But they're getting better. They're getting better. So, then, they jump down, continued to have the fight. Doomfist punched Reinhardt into the payload during the team fight, so Reinhardt lost a big chunk of his health. He managed to kill Doomfist before he died, but still got finished off. So at this point, we lost 1 DPS and our main tank early on in the team fight, so that's not a good sign of things to come. And then it's all just kind of like downhill from there, really. So now I gotta restart, I gotta try again. This is an awful camera angle, like, less than half of the screen actually contains any kind of action at all, because, like, just think about it, the action is happening here. Right? Like, up there. So, all of this area just has nothing going on in it. So, you know, we're also mad far back. Like, it's not centered. Oh, God. Anyway. So, we've regrouped. We've actually managed to pick off their Ana miraculously enough. So they've lost their main healer right now. So we really want to start a fight right now. But then tragedy strikes. Oh, fuck. Their Widow just killed our Moira. So, but it's okay, because it's actually not as bad as it sounds, because we just traded main healers. Our spawn is way closer, so this is advantageous for us right now. And our team is also more survivable than their team is without him. Like, so, because we've got Mei who can self-heal, we got Lucio for the AoE healing. They only have Bridget for healing on their team, unless we want to count Primal Rage. And we also have the payload as well. So we're actually more survivable than they are. So, or we've got more healing than they have, I should say. Because not necessarily the same thing as survivability. So even though we lost our main healer at the start of the fight, which is usually a bad thing, I mean, it is still a bad thing, but it's not the worst thing in the world that could happen to us, because we still have more healing than them. But what I do want to also point out, right, at the start of this fight, is Hammond does something. Again, going back to the not particularly coordinated thing. Here goes Hammond. Now, you know, Hammond's going in, because he's a big boy. He's got to go and show them that he's a big boy. Moira was in a weird spot. She died right there. I didn't notice that. Moira was, like, in a weird place compared to the rest of her team. But, like, Hammond going in right now. Rest of his team, back here. And Widow, fucking fly, get out of here. And Widow is up here. So everybody's got to catch up to Hammond right now, right? All of these people here, all of these people are short range. And they've got to get around the corner first, and then they've got to actually get up to the people that Hammond is engaging on. So Hammond is just going in ahead of his team right now. And as a result, he goes in, and then he takes a big chunk of damage right at the start. We can't tell exactly how fast he got chunked down, because we can't fucking see the fight right now, because we're trying to film it from the fucking moon, apparently. But he's fucking dead. So now we've lost one of our tanks and our healers. But we traded a tank again, right? We traded 1-for-1 again because we lost Hammond, but they lost Winston. So it's still beneficial. And then, still trading, we killed their Widow and then lose our Widow. So we've just literally traded 3 equivalent members for each other, right next to each other. How about that? And this is all still beneficial for us because we have the spawn advantage right now. So the trading, you know, ideally the trading doesn't happen. Ideally we just kill them. But because we have the spawn advantage, trading is more beneficial for us than it is for them. So, now, rest of the team fight. Mei got punched. She's in the block right now. Tries to wall off some people, but, like, even if they get walled off in that position, like, they can all go over the wall. So it's not exactly the end of the world. Doomfist's using his ultimate right now. Mei's got no cooldowns right now. So Mei's fucking dead. And our team's starting to regroup at this point. Bridget's just used Rally, though, and Doomfist's still alive, being annoying. Here comes Diva's ultimate. Who is that over there? Is that Moira? Like, on the other side of the choke point? Moira, what are you doing? Fucking Moira's trying to kill Anna! This is Moira! That's Moira's trying to kill Anna right now! She's lost her mind. She's just faded through all this to try and kill Anna. Moira's not very good at this. She's be over here healing people. There's a team fight happening right now. Oh, anyway. So that's happening. Diva throws in self-destruct. This kills Lucio. Remember, Moira's in fucking, like, their closet right now, getting bullied by Anna and Winston. Oh, by 3 people, but 2 tanks are over there bullying Moira now as well. So, our team has no healer right now, because Moira's getting bullied and Lucio died. Reinhardt's also getting bullied right now, because he's got Bridget and Doomfist on him, which is, I actually can't think of a worse situation to find yourself in as Reinhardt. You're just like, Bridget's here, Doomfist's here, and they're just slapping you, right? They're just like beating on you from both sides. That's actually one of the worst situations you can find yourself in as Reinhardt. So, you know. Oh, what a time to be alive. With the foreknowledge that this is after the Nepal game, and Oh, there goes Hammond. Sick, he got back. With the foreknowledge that this took place after the Nepal game that we lost quite badly, and we lost the previous round quite badly, I think it's safe to say our team is pretty fucking tilted. Because Moira definitely is. She's got to have been like, I'll do it myself. Hasn't she? Like, I'll fucking kill him then, seeing as nobody else can. Anyway, so Winston now. Their Winston is making a mistake because he's gone in so very far. He's at our spawn right now. Right? So everybody's like, oh shit, look, Winston's here. Let's get him, boys. And then he starts making a getaway, but like he's taking some damage, and then, oh, give him the bombs. He's like, oh shit, mines now as well. Oh fuck, puts his shield down, but it's gone within like 10 frames of it being put down. So, alright, now we've actually got some momentum going because Winston's bad. Hooray. Now, Doomfist, he's up to no good. He's spotted Widowmaker, he's going for Widowmaker. Widowmaker's gonna die. But the rest of our team is winning the fight over there. Hooray, they got nano-boosted Bridget here trying to hold the line, but like that and D.Va is not enough. D.Va's over there on the large health kit, actually, so not even D.Va. D.Va went over there. She's at the staircase, not the large health kit. Close enough, same vicinity. She's on the other side of a wall. So, not enough to stem the tide. Everybody just keeps pushing forwards and manages to keep the momentum going and actually win the team fight. Doomfist killed Widowmaker, not the end of the world. We killed their team. Doomfist also then, seeing that his team was dead, decided the obvious course of action at that point would be to use his ultimate. Because probably all 6 members of the enemy team will group together and let me kill them so that we can actually still win this team fight, right? Yeah, that's super likely to happen. So Hammond's really far ahead, trying to stall, I suppose. Which is, I guess, fine as long as he doesn't die, but like, dropped to 33 hit points, so like dying almost happened right there. And we fed ult charge doing that, and we didn't really delay them by very much, so not really worth the massive risk that was taken. So they start getting back for this fight, but we've got Blizzard for this upcoming fight. So we chucked the snow globe down. Ah, shit. Both tanks got frozen. Bridget's dead. Bridget went in, like, ahead of her team, so Bridget died, like, really, like, Bridget was pretty fucked early on. Interestingly enough, Pharah into the Widowmaker, named Venom, you know, in keeping with the whole spider thing going on, you know, and spiders have poisons in them, also known as a venom, you know, there's got a venom mine. Do you understand the joke I've made? So anyway, interestingly enough, we know this Widowmaker is at least decent, and picked Pharah anyway, with 2 healers that can't really support Pharah. So, interesting choices have been made. So Pharah's dead right now. So they've chucked the bomb in. It's alright, Reinhardt's alive. Not anymore. Reinhardt was alive, so he could block. There's lots of cover to get behind. It's okay. Self-destruct, not the end of the world. We don't do a lot of damage as a team, so even though, like, we've been winning this team fight, actually, for a while, it's taken us a while to actually, like, Moira and Hammond just ulted again. So, it took a while, because we don't do a lot of damage, but, like, we were winning the team fight for a while. We got there in the end. We got 2 CP'd right there on Dorado. You know. So now Pharah changed Tracer, realizing that that was probably a really bad idea to be Pharah. I think our cameraman's not looking at the screen right now. Like, genuinely, I think the cameraman is looking at his phone. Right? Like, because they're going. They're going. Oh, fuck, right. Oh, shit, let's go. Oh, I gotta catch up to everything that's happening. Oh, shit, what's going on over here? It's fully just like, yeah, you know. So, alright, how'd Reinhardt die? How did Reinhardt die? Reinhardt got punched. He got bullied by Doomfist. I see. Sucks to suck. Tracer's also dead now. So, like, we've more or less lost this team fight, unless the hand of Jeff himself reaches down to bless us. So, oh, they're going in right now. Oh, Doomfist, yeah, Doomfist should die for what he did right there, honestly. Because, like, So Doomfist, he's at our spawn right now. Look at that. Oh, and it looks like he's going to get away for a second, but then he decides to start coming back, and he gets beaten to death. So he's dead now. So now, Doomfist dead. Oh, fuck, we just lost our Moira, though, to Widowmaker. Again. Was Moira doing something ridiculous? Where did Moira die? So, you know, we gotta be wary when Moira dies right now, because we don't know what happened to her. No, that's her back there. Yeah, okay, alright, she was in a sensible location, she just got picked. Okay, alright, okay. After that event at the bridge, we gotta be careful when Moira dies now, because like, it seemed like it could easily be Moira's fault, but no, she got picked off. So, I'm starting to detect that Widowmaker's a bit of an issue for our team, and we don't really have much on our team that's anti-Widow, right? So, the fight is just fully not on the screen anymore. Because, I'm not hiding the team fight, right? Even if I was, like, having the entire, the action taking part in this tiny place, in this tiny quadrant of the screen would already be bad. But no, don't worry. I can't see any fighting either. But the fight is just fully happening off screen at this moment. So our cameraman friend is looking at his phone right now. And is not paying attention. Because the fight has left without him. Anyway. I'm detecting that Widowmaker is an issue for our team. And we don't have much on our team that's anti-Widowmaker. We basically only have Hammond. And Hammond is not the greatest anti-Widow in the game, unless you're really good at Hammond. He's not as good as or as consistent as someone like Winston. So, at this point, I'm thinking we need to maybe, spec a little bit more into killing Widowmaker, because she seems to be applying, a lot of pressure to our healers at the very least, which is an issue for us. Usually having your healers alive tends to be beneficial. Moira's doing something ludicrous again. Because, right, so, we got a team fight happening in this area. Right, team fight. Where's Moira? Over here. And what's Moira going to do when she gets over there, you might ask? That's an excellent question to ask, because, Moira isn't exactly the fucking flanking powerhouse, is she now? So, she goes over that way. And she comes around the corner. She throws an orb. And then she tickles D.Va. Like, ooh, kuchu. And then she leaves. And that's all she did. So, while the team fight's happening, she's elected to just go off into the alleyway and go and, tickle them a little bit. Which accomplished nothing, really, right? So, she could have just been with her team. But, in keeping with the theme of kind of people off doing their own thing, Moira's just doing her own thing. Again, after the previous doing her own thing again, right? So, this one wasn't as egregious, but, still, there's a team fight happening over there. Also, another thing to note, granted a team fight was happening at the time, but, going off into that alleyway is a pretty risky thing to do as well, because, imagine that they know Moira's over in that alleyway by herself, right? They see her going that way, or they see her come around the corner, any such thing, right? Then, so you see Moira there, her team's over, I'm drawing on the wrong screen right now, so we got Moira over here, and her team over here. That's a lot of distance to cover to get to your team to help you. She has Fade, which will cover some of the distance, but just imagine that they see Moira over there, and they go, get her, boys, and then no, not that one. Oh, that one and that one. All just jump on her. Then she's running back to her team, right? So, running a dive comp, if they see somebody off by themselves like that, especially a healer, they'll jump on the person. They'll kill them if they can. So, Moira puts herself in a really isolated position, which is, after the incident of the bridge, not, super surprising that she did it or anything, but, it's still a risky move to make. But the bigger error here is still, there's a team fight happening, and she just elected to go and flank to throw an orb at them and tickle D.Va a little bit. So, So, here comes self-destruct. It's okay. Not the end of the world. Tracer just got fucked by Doomfist really bad. So, our boy Shy Gray is, really not having a good game, is he? Shy Gray is probably really tilted at this point, because I feel like he has been getting the most consistently, just dumpstered the entire game, basically. Poor Shy Gray, who I want to call Shy Guy every single time I start saying his name. So, An error has just occurred from the boys in blue. Do you know what it is? Reinhardt's going in. You know, it's not exactly a startling surprise or anything, is it? So, here's the thing, right? We're pretty committed to this team fight. This all happens. Cameraman's catching up. But, like, so we throw down these two ultimates right here. We got the Minefield and the Blizzard on top of each other. Now, granted, they're not, like, in great positions because they're not really catching anybody except Eva, whom Reinhardt pins. But so, the thing is that, like, we got a couple things going on here at the same time, right? So first off, this is happening back here. So our team kind of has to like pay attention to that. But also, their team is backing up and mostly not in any of these ultimates. So Reinhardt's just going in right now in an uneven fight to begin with, right? Because like we're down a dude right now. So he's going in way ahead of his team. Bearing in mind one of them's May, so she's going to take a while to catch up, right? He's gone into them. They weren't gonna be doing anything for the next little while anyway, because they've all backed up to avoid that, these ultimates right here. So Reinhardt doing this, they're now like, oh shit, well we can be killing that guy while we wait for those ultimates to go away. And his team, like, they're already too far away to help, really. Like, this is already like a badly thought out charge. But also, there's a Doomfist back here they have to try and deal with as well. So, Reinhardt's gone, like, way too far in. Hammond is up there to help him. Why was Moira over there? Why is Moira in there? What led you there? Where's Moira right now? Okay, she's there. She's coming up the street. She's fading after somebody over there. She's running after Lucio. She's never gonna kill him. And she didn't. I was like, why is she coming out of the park? Oh my god. Oh, Jesus Christ. Moira's upsetting me a lot. A lot. She was never gonna kill that dude, and there's a team fight happening over here. Anyway, so Reinhardt made a mistake. He went too far in, and he fucking died. Moira was doing what Moira does. You know, that's just how she is, apparently, we've learned. So, hey, that team fight didn't go great. We got time for one team fight. We got one team fight left in us right now. Would I just use Infrasight? Ultrasight is what I was gonna say. That'd be scary. We don't really have. We got Earthshatter. We got Coalescence to use, and that's it. But they don't have any ultimates except Infrasight, which is currently active. Oh, look at that. Reinhardt's dead. Oh, guess we only have one ultimate now, and it's Coalescence. How did Reinhardt die? He got punched? I just punched? Just straight up, like, bullied by Doomfist right in front of his whole team? Oh, I see. He kind of came in offside and then punched him into the wall and finished him off. I see. So, and then our Sombra got killed by Widow. We have a Sombra now, also, instead of a May, by the way. That just happened. But, so she got killed by Widow. So this is a really bad start to this team fight. We got 30 seconds left on the clock, so, it's kind of all downhill from there, isn't it? Jesus. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Yeah. It's not looking good for our boys in blue. Can they pull it out? We've almost got 3 ultimates, because we're about to have Pulse Bomb. Can this Earthshatter Pulse Bomb Sound Barrier be the sickest ults in recorded history? And maybe win us the game, or at least catch the checkpoint? Let's find out. So Hammond's gone in, again, kind of ahead of his team. Moira's all the way back there, goddamn. It's like, Hammond's in right now, as you can see, he's right there. And the rest of the team is, like, still in the alleyway. So, like, he's going, like, way in ahead of people right now. They're not that far back, like, it's not the worst thing in the world, but, like, still kind of ahead of everybody. Reinhardt just died again. Reinhardt has our big money ultimate right now. He keeps dying. He got punched again by Doomfist and just killed. Okay, alright, so, where did the Pulse Bomb go? Where did Tracer use that? Can we find Tracer, given that we're recording this from the moon still? Where's Tracer? Tracer's over there. Tracer tried to stick Moira while she was using Coalescence and failed to do so. How sad. How sad. That's the best time to stick a Moira. She can't use Fade, but, fuck. Fireworks, yeah. Oh, no. Communism wins. Oh, no. Oh, God. How disastrous. We're having a nice little chat over there. BevClick was not doing great. BevClick was not doing great. BevClick was not doing great. I'm just, you know, it's not Gucci. It's very not Gucci, but you know, it's okay. I got a little. Oh, it looked like he was more than a little tilted based off how he played, but you know, whatever. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. So the big takeaway from that one is just kind of teamwork is good. It felt like the Red Menace, especially as the game went on, not so much Red at the start, but it felt like the Red Menace as time went by, got more cohesive as a unit. It felt like they were all working as a team together, whereas our boys in blue, it kind of felt like just a bunch of people off doing their own things a lot of the time, basically, particularly Moira. But yeah, it felt like there was a lot more teamwork happening from the Red Menace, whereas there was a lot of us just kind of, you know, it kind of felt a bit like, it kind of felt a bit like when you've got like a 3 stack together, but then just 3 solo queue players in the remaining slots, right? So you got the 3 that are like kind of working together, and then you got all the other ones who are just like off doing their own thing. I'm gonna go kill people, right? Like, and one of them happened to be Moira. Yeah, it kind of felt like that, you know? You feel me? You feel me? Teamwork is good, especially in like this kind of setting, right? So yeah, there you go. Good talk, team. Good talk. Yeah, in summation, teamwork good. That's why they pay me the big bucks. So thank you very much for watching if you did. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm more than happy to answer. If you haven't already, you can join our Discord and ask questions more directly and have a conversation about them, or your shitpost with us. And I hope you found the video helpful.